Welcome back to FM Story as we approach the end of Season 3 of The Save and Season 2 here with Bayern Munich, and things are looking pretty good. We're currently top of the table, 9 points clear at the top of the table. We're in the semi-final of the DFB Pokal and we're in the quarter-final of the Champions League. Those latter two competitions are ones we haven't won yet in The Save. So can we add one of those trophies before the end of the season? Let's get straight into the action and find out. We are approaching the end of April and we've got the semi-final of the DFB Pokal to come against Augsburg, and things are going pretty spectacularly, really. Since the end of the last episode, we started with a game against Union Berlin where we won 2-1, two quick-fire goals in the second half from Goretzka. They pulled a goal back, but we managed to hold on for the victory. We then had the home leg of the quarter-final of the Champions League against Man City. They took a lead pretty early on in the first half. Luis Diaz got an equaliser for us in the second half to send the tie level at 1-1 into the second leg. We then beat Hoffenheim 4-1 at home. Unfortunately, in that game, we lost Mazraoui through injury, and he's still out at the moment. We then had the second leg of the quarter-final against Man City, and we went to the Etihad and won 2-0 to see us through to the semi-final, where we've been drawn against Barcelona. And then in the most recent league game, we won 4-1 against Schalke, and unfortunately in that game, Matthijs Tel picked up an injury. So going into the game against Augsburg, we have Matthijs Tel out injured, Mazraoui's out injured, De Ligt isn't fully fit, and Mike Maignan has picked up an injury in training and he's out injured as well. But as far as the league table is concerned, we're on the brink of a second successive title. We are 12 points clear of Leverkusen with just 4 games left to play. So as long as we avoid defeat in our next league game, we'll wrap up the league title. But now the attention turns to the DFB Pokal semi-final. And hopefully we can do better than we did last season, where we went out on penalties to a team from the second division. So this is the side we've picked for the semi-final, with Maignan not being available, Newball's coming in goal. Stanisic is coming at a right back instead of Mazraoui or Lima, who'd picked up a knock in one of the games as well. And with no Matthijs Tel, Musiala's gone back through the middle. Along with the front three of him, Sané and Diaz, with Wirtz, Goretzka and Gundogan in the three in midfield. Hopefully we've got enough to see us through to the final, but we need to be a lot better than we were at this stage last season. Right, a free kick for them, lifted into the box, they've got a head on it, and luckily it drifts wide of the post. Crosses to the back post, we've got a head on it, Luis Diaz now bringing it clear. It falls for Gundogan, then Goretzka still coming forward with it. Plays it into the centre of the pitch to Wirtz in acres of space, finds Sané into Musiala. He smashes home, but the flag's gone up. And we're going to get a check here. It looks like it's been given though. Goretzka just found Wirtz in acres of space. Rather than taking the shot on, he moves it onto Sané, plays it forward. And Musiala beats the keeper. I don't know what the offside shout was for, because it's never in a million years is anyone offside here. And it was a simple finish in the end. Right, free kick for them, lifted towards the back post. We've got a head on it, and then they've gone for the acrobatic overhead kick, but luckily it just trickles into Newball's hands. We've nicked the ball off them at the back there. Wirtz to Goretzka. Luis Diaz looking for Musiala over the top. He's nodded down. Goretzka's fired home, but I think Goretzka had to be offside there, surely. And yeah, it's been disallowed. So Diaz plays it forward. Goretzka's just the wrong side of the defender. In fact, he's actually well off. It was a decent finish, but obviously it counts for nothing. And there we go, half time, 1-0 up. We have played pretty well, but we've got a very tired looking team. And hopefully we can hang on in the second half and see ourselves through to the final. Right, we made some changes at half time to get some fresh legs on into the pitch, just with how tired some of our key players were there. It's a corner to us. Guerrero's going to take it. It's going to be a short one. And Luis Diaz crosses towards the back post. And there's Kim Min-jae at the back post. Power the header down past the keeper. And that's exactly the start we needed at the start of the second half with the players we've taken off. And Diaz just shifts it, crosses it, swings it over to the back post. Gets up above, Kim Min-jae gets up above 2 or 3 at the back post, heads home, and just gives us that extra goal advantage. Right, they've gone long with a goal kick. Upamecano wins the header. Gnabry back to Stanisic. He brings it forward down the right now. Gnabry again. In to Baldanzi. He's beaten the keeper from a narrow angle at the near post, and that's 3-0. And it looks like we're not going to suffer the same heartache that we did last season in the semi-final of the DFB Pokal. Stanisic was able to come forward a long way with the ball. Gnabry then just finds Baldanzi in the box, takes a touch, and then just fires between the keeper and the near post to make it 3-0. Right, Guerrero with the corner. Flat one. It comes down from Gnabry. Baldanzi on his right foot this time. Smashes it from the edge of the box. And that's 4-0. So Guerrero with a flat corner into the middle of the box. They've headed it up in the air. Gnabry just lays it back. Baldanzi just hits it with the right foot. Hit across it a bit so it bent into the top corner. And that's 4-0. Right, a throw for them. Deep in our half. It's going to be a long one by the looks of it. We've got a head on it. It's come back to the throw-in taker. He's drifted infield, but can't keep the shot down. Right, corner for them. They've got the head on it. That's 4-1. I mean, hopefully that's just a consolation goal. If we manage to throw it away from here, then, you know, I don't know what we would do, but keeper should be doing better. Right, we've got a free kick on the edge of the box. Rafael Guerrero to take it. Lifts it over the wall. Hits the woodwork and goes over. And there we go. Full time. We're through to the DFB Pokal final. And now we turn the attention to the Champions League and see if we can make it to the Champions League final as well. Since the semi-final, we've continued our great run in the league. The Champions League, we came to a shuddering halt in. So first up after the semi-final, we went away to Cologne and won 3-2. They got a goal late on to make it 3-2, and we were holding on a bit towards the end, but we came away with 3 points. First leg of the semi-final Champions League at home to Barcelona. We took an early lead, and then we really didn't perform after that. We ended up losing that home leg 5-3. We beat Hertha Berlin 3-1 in the league, and then we went to the new camp and lost the second leg 3-2. We got off to a great start. We actually levelled the tie up after 15 minutes of that second leg, but in the end they were too strong. Came away with a 3-2 victory on the night and beat us 8-5 on aggregate. We then beat Werder Bremen 2-1 in the league, coming from behind with 2 goals from Matthijs Tel. And then in the final league game of the season, we beat Wolfsburg 4-0. So we ended up winning the league title pretty comfortably in the end. We were 17 points clear of Bayer Leverkusen by the time the season finished. We only lost 2 games in the season. The last of those was that horrific 4-0 loss at the end of September against Stuttgart. We had some real outstanding performers. Basically, a lot of the players that ended up playing it towards the front of the pitch. So Sané was outstanding, leading assists in the league, the highest average rating. Florian Wirtz coming in with 15 assists and second in the average rating. And then in terms of goal scoring, Musiala third in goals with 18. Matisse Tell top goal scorer in the league with 25. Clean sheets. Defensively, we weren't as solid. We only kept 14, or Mike Mannion only kept 14 clean sheets. Well behind the 24 clean sheets that Kovar kept for Leverkusen. But based on their, that's 24 clean sheets out of 34 games. They didn't score. They can't have scored very many goals for them to only finish the season with a plus 27 goal difference in second place. But now the attention turns to the DFB Pokal final. Big game, De Klassiker against Dortmund. Can we secure the DFB Pokal and make sure that we've won everything that we need to in Germany for this glory hunt to save? So this is the side we've picked for the final. We do have some injury issues with the team. Mazraoui is injured, so he's not able to play. So Konrad Laimer's starting at right back. We've got issues fitness-wise over Kim Min-jae, Alphonso Davies, Jamal Musiala, Leroy Sané. None of them are fully fit. They're fit enough to start, but we may have a very tired team come half-time or early in the second half. But hopefully we have enough quality to pick up the trophy. So both teams are going with the 4-3-3. Right, a corner for them. Julian Brandt with it. They've got the head on it. It's hit the post. Musiala scrambles it clear. And we've got away with one there. Right, free kick. Sabitzer takes it. Maignan gets across to tip behind for a corner. Adeyemi to take it. It's going to be an in-swinger. We've got a head on it. It's up in the air. It's back to Adeyemi. Crosses. And luckily that's just straight into the arms of Maignan. But we've tried to get the game underway quickly. Kim Min-jae on the left-hand side and nothing comes of it. And there we are. Half-time, 0-0. We've not really done anything from in an attacking sense. All the highlights have been from there going forward. And we could really do with wrapping this trophy up this season. Right, a throw in for us. Konrad Laimer to Wirtz. Laimer down the line to Sané. He's still got it. He's lost out there though. Ryerson then dwells on it. Sané's in. Beats the keeper from a narrow angle. Puts us 1-0 up. And just shows what a season he is having. I do wonder, looking at the weather, with it being strong wind, whether it's just blowing left to right on the screen. Because all the first half was them attacking, and then our first attacking highlight is in the second half going that way. And Sané just drove into the box after he nicked it and fires it past Kobel to put us 1-0 up. Right, so they've lifted the ball into the box, straight into the arms of Maignan. He throws it out to Konrad Laimer down the right-hand side. He's got space to drive forward into here. Goes back to Gundogan. Sané finds Tell, who hits the post. Florian Wirtz turns home the rebound, but we're going to get an offside check here. And it's been given. So Laimer ran a long way down the right-hand side, pulls it back to Gundogan, who plays it into Sané, slips in Tell, comes crashing back off the post, and Wirtz is the first to react to turn it beyond Kobel and put us 2-0 up. Sané with a corner. It's up in the air. Musiala smashes it from a tight angle, but doesn't get it on target. Right. Unfortunately, Mike Magnan's gone off with an arm injury, so we've made a change and goal. We've made some changes in some of the attacking positions as well, just to get some fresh legs on. They're attacking now. Colombo loses out though to Wirtz, who finds Serge Gnabry. Into Leonardo. Goretzka's shot, easy enough for the keeper, but he was in an offside position. I'm going to throw in for them right by the corner flag. It's going to be a long one. It's flicked down. They've still got it. And Jamie Bino Gittins has scored, but there's a flag up for something here. I mean, it's surely not offside, and the fact that he's racing away with the ball tells you it's not getting disallowed. When it comes to Gittins, I don't actually... What was the even doubt about that? Right, from the kickoff, out to Alphonso Davies, back to Kim Min-jae. Luis Diaz cuts inside, lovely ball through the middle, Wirtz. It's hit the post and really should have scored from there. Right, Emre Can with a free kick, back to Rota. Sabitzer trying to go down the outside, crosses towards the back post, and Colombo gets his head on it and levels it up at 2-2. I'm very much doubt this is getting disallowed. And no, it's been given. Sabitzer went down the outside against Delict. Crosses to the back post. Colombo gets up above Alphonso Davies, heads it past Newell. And that's 2-2, and it looks like we might be heading for extra time or a winner for them, because they're the team that are in the ascendancy at the minute. Right, a corner right at the end of injury time. Wirtz with it. Have we got a penalty? Delict, it looked like, went down in the box. And we've got a penalty in the 7th minute of 6 minutes of injury time. And it's Florian Wirtz to step up to take it. Beats the keeper. Makes it 3-2. That's surely just about the last kick of the game. Proving he was worth the money we signed him for. Beats Copa with the penalty. And there we go. 3-2. We've somehow come back and won that. I thought we were out on our feet once they got that equaliser. But we've managed to get the penalty. We've scored it. And we've won the DFB Pokal. We've now won everything there is to win in Germany with the Bundesliga last season and this season, and the DFB Pokal this season. A pretty successful season, winning the Ligue, winning the DFB Pokal, getting to the semi-final of the Champions League. And now we just need to decide what to do next. And there we go, the end of another episode, the end of season 3 of The Save. Potentially the end of our time at Bayern Munich. I think it's almost certain that we'll be moving on in the summer. Obviously, it depends on a job opening up that is better than the Bayern Munich job. There is a very, very small chance that we may, if there isn't a job that opens up that's worth taking, that we may end up staying at Bayern Munich for one more season to have another crack at the Champions League. It is a World Cup year as well, so there is a chance that there'll be a bit more of a managerial merry-go-round than there usually is. At the moment, there isn't any real job that available so far that makes sense. The only jobs that are open are Leipzig in Germany. Obviously, that makes no sense. Saint Etienne, who finished 17th in Ligue 1 and presumably by that metric have been relegated, and Celta Vigo, who are 17th in La Liga as well. So again, not one that makes sense there at all. In terms of jobs that are potentially going to come available, the Chelsea job's insecure. Athletic Bilbao is insecure. But that's about it. So I think we may well be relying on the usual merry-go-round that happens with after the World Cup, with all the international managers leaving the jobs, see who takes them, see what jobs become available, and then making the decision from there. So join us next time to find out where we begin season 4. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you then.